is ripping.
My tummy hurts.
Pretty good, right back.
Good evening, guys. It's Brett with Off the Chart Trading. It's Friday, February 25th. Crazy week in the market here. I'll start off with the SPY on Lotto Fridays here. I've been watching this. We've been watching it for a few weeks here. Doing pretty good up and down. Catching some of these bigger moves. Nice volatile swings in the market. Yesterday, we saw that huge sell-off at gap down in the morning. I was looking at this area here, old start leg area where we pin barred out and bounced right back. We tested it 5 times here, bounced off it. So I always highlight those areas. We did bounce off it here, but here we opened up and sold off and then came down to this area again. So I was looking at this, an old area of price action here that I was watching. And we did touch it, but then we gapped down. We gapped way down here, and we rebounded pretty quick. I was surprised we rebounded so much. We had a huge gap down on Thursday, and then a huge, insane rally, right? SPY ripped like $20. It was the biggest rally I've seen in a long time. I think that's probably the biggest rally I've seen in the last 13, 14 years of trading on the S&P. So same with the Qs. Qs were insane too. Anyway, we were down here 410, like 50, and then closed up here all the way at 428. So pretty big move. I think we pin barred out about 410, something like that, 410, 50 area. Anyway, huge, massive rally back, and then a really nice move up here today again with some follow through. We're still not recovered the 200. We're getting over the profile on this shorter time frame. We are getting over the profile, but you go out longer time frame, you still got some headwinds up here, especially around the 200 and the 50. You got to get through all this chop here, all these sell stops. A lot of trap longs here. Same with the Qs. Qs look weaker though. If you look at the chart on the Qs, same thing. We pin barred out here. We tested this area here, bounced off it, had a nice rally up to the 200. Tested it 3 times and failed. The 200 came down here. We did gap down below it and then had that huge rally just like on the SPY. We did close over this area, which is notable. Nice downtrend. We didn't break that yet, but if we get going Monday and we gap up and then get over this area, I think we can move a little higher, maybe back up to the 200. It's just the way I look at it. We are getting into a this is called a broadening formation. So the way I'm looking at it, we can go down here and then go all the way back up here if we hit new highs. That's a broadening formation, which is lower lows and higher highs. So higher highs not put in yet, obviously. So something to note. And then the IWM to me has been the weakest link here. IWM, again, you've seen these videos I've done 100 times. I've had this box here. This was huge resistance for a year. Support and resistance, and we finally broke through it, came back up, touched it, failed, tried again, failed here. Again, another double bottom here, same week, same day. But we bounced off it yesterday and had a recovery today, but we are way below the 200, and we had this 200 cross here is what, death cross, golden cross, whatever you guys want to call it. I forget what you guys call it, but this cross here is pretty notable. That cross is pretty important, 50 and a 200. On the Qs, I think we are getting close to it, just hitting it maybe this week coming up, maybe Tuesday or Wednesday, 50 crossing the 200, which is it's pretty weak, It's been over the 200 since forever, right? Several years. Same with this on the SPY. SPY has turned over. We had this cross back in 2020 when we had that recovery from first COVID wave. We had about a month here, and then 50 crossed the 200. But it's been quite a while. We are rolling over pretty hard. We'll see if the 50 crosses the 200 here and we get selling off more. If we sell off, I was thinking down here to 400 would be our first stop. 400 area, maybe in gap fill on that profile about 393. So anyway, just something to note. A lot of easy trades today. A lot of easy plays. If you were reading this, everything was over my moving average here. We bounced off it and had a little bit of more rally. You know, kind of flagged out and never followed through it at the end of the day on Google and Amazon. But Amazon here had a really nice rally, 29.85 all the way up here to 30.75. Nice move here. Lotto Friday options paid well. We were overall the moving average over VWAP after like 10 o'clock in the morning. Never got back below it. Let me turn the after hours off. And then same thing with Mali. Mali had a huge down day the other day. We had a really nice recovery today. Really nice move. Stayed over VWAP again after 10:20, 10:15 or so. Stayed over VWAP. Never came back to it. 246 cross up here. Hung out over it. Hung out over my moving average here. Pretty easy trades today. Easy follow throughs. Easy calls. Carvana was a really strong one. Carvana had some earnings. What were they earnings? After news. Carvana deal 9 hours ago. I'm trying to think when their price target was cut 11 hours ago. Outperform, cut. I don't know. I don't have it in front of me. I thought they had news yesterday. Let's see, showed extended hours. Or earnings. I guess not. Maybe that was something else. Anyway, so Carvana was over VWAP though. Got over profile, which was pretty good. And then, like I said, nice easy grind all day. Shopify was pretty good. Shop had a nice rally towards the end of the day, I noticed, but Shop had a big sell-off and a really nice recovery here, 45 to 77, 645 to 677, and then they pulled back here, hung around VWAP, and then took off again here, 55 to 77.50, 78.50. Nice little rally, but on this chart, the way I read it, it was a little weaker. It was a little weaker than the others. Tesla was weak too. Tesla right here had a nice sell-off, nice recovery right here. It was strong. I told everybody we're over the 17. We had a nice move, nice bounce. Came back here and consolidated. Thought it was going to take off here, and it never did. Thought it was going to get over the profile a lot faster than it did. Slow, steady grind up here. Followed a nice trend up, bouncing off this 17. It did move up a little bit, but finished the day up 10.30. The AMD had a real nice day. AMD was up, finished up 425 here, but AMD had a nice little rally, little pullback right out of the gate, and a really big bounce here, 116 all the way to 120. Another one was Energy, XLE. XLE had a really nice little push out of the gate, consolidated, went into this wedge, had a real nice wedge pattern here, and then broke out again, consolidated a little bit, popped. End of the day, it didn't break new highs, but a nice overall day on that, especially with the lottos. Another one was Lucid. Lucid had a nice little rally here in the midday after about 10:15, 10:30. Real nice little rally from 24.60s to $27 here. Those lotto Fridays, 25.50. These things went 17 to $1.52. So 17 cents to $1.52. These are nice paydays on these lotto Fridays. Upstart had a nice day. Upstart's one that had a quick pullback and a bounce, real nice bounce here, 126 to 139, almost 140. Pretty nice day on that bounce. And then when this stuff all pulled back, if you look, everything pulled back at the same time. So everything kind of took a breather there at the same time. Other one we were watching the last few days, Lockheed Martin. Lockheed Martin had a huge day, went all the way to 414, added a gate here. I was saying yesterday it sold off with the market, and then it didn't recover with the market. I thought it was going to recover with the market, had a big gap down, and then it didn't gap down. It sold off at the open, pulled back, consolidated, took about till midday for it to recover, but it never recovered its high. But today had a really nice day, 395 all the way to 414 here. So nice day on Lockheed Martin. PayPal had a nice recovery, 550. Target 745, Costco up 1239, CAR Avis Budget up 12.50. Northrop Grumman up 15. Restoration Hardware 22. So a lot of that stuff had some nice recoveries. Goldman Sachs had a nice day here yesterday and today. Financials were looking all right. Financials, the XLF doesn't move that much, but had a nice move yesterday, and then nice follow through today. So, and then gold got beat up a little bit. Obviously gold had that huge, massive move the other day, and then it sold off again. It sold off today. Gold finished down 54 cents. Had that massive overnight run. It was up at one point, I think $52. I was trading the futures on it Wednesday night here. And then, sold off hard Thursday with the market way up with that rally. And then today just stayed flat all day. We pulled down in pre-market and then just stayed flat. So metals were pretty flat. SMHs had a nice recovery yesterday. And then today flagged out a little bit. We'll see what happens Monday with it. Overall, good day, though. Zscaler got beat up. The ones losers, bad earnings. I thought it was maybe bad earnings. I don't know. Here's the earnings here. I don't know when the call was in the morning or evening, but had a nice rally here. And then after hours, maybe it was after hours when it had the earnings, that thing just dumped 265 all the way to 215. It recovered a little bit and just went sideways at the end of the day. Pre-market, it gapped up. Another sell-off here today, all the way down to 206, recovered to 228. So nice little bounce there. This chart setup, I would only trade short. I would not take this long. Even here, I would not take this long. So the way I trade these, if you guys want to come and follow us at Off the Chart Trading on Facebook or offthecharttrading.com, come to our website, get with us, and get you in here for a week. We run the chat room every day and show you how we trade. Some of these setups were really good though today. Real easy reads. I could show you how to stay in and out of these trades if you want, and we do a lot of educational videos and webinars too. So every Wednesday night we do a webinar. So we pretty much got you covered for pennies, for small caps, for stocks, options, and futures. We got some people trading futures every day, just futures, and trading a lot of stocks, a lot of options, some pennies. Pennies haven't been great. Pennies were okay today. You got JPEX the last couple days on that bounce. JPEX finished up 46%, ATYG 50%, FBEC was not anything. Everybody kept saying FBEC. It was only trip ones, so it says 9900%. Went from quad nines or something to ones, and that doesn't count. So TGGI, I'm still in pretty heavy, several million shares, up pretty nice on that still. BRLL 4%, BRTX, ETech 15%, NOUV still long. Trying to load about another 10 million NOUV here at trip 7s, trip 8s. Wait for some news on that. It is up 18% today. DECN doesn't count, only 2,300 traded. TRNX, no, 35,000 traded. ZAG, same thing. ZAG was up 114%. ZAG, 835 million. Most of the volume was at the end of the day around 230 here, 245. Somebody bought 150 million on the scanner of ZAG, ZAAG. Finished up 114% though. Nice little trade there. Phil, somebody been buying some up last few days, insider buying. 25th they bought a bunch in the morning and the afternoon here, which was today. So you're looking at 225 right here. This is today, is right there, added a gate. So nice little push on that, finished up 16%. Then VGID. I saw a couple people talking about VGID in the group. VGID, somebody came in here, bought 60 million midday, another 20 million here, 10 million, and 15, 18 million here. I saw those little pushes. I think the float's a little low. The way the price action was on this, the float's got to be a little bit low. So nice little push. GTech, GTEH, 33%. This one here, yesterday, it's really, it's not much. Trip 3s to trip 4s. So I really don't count that. You say it's up 33%. Well, that's not much. It's only one tick, 001. Trip ones. Trip ones on the tick. So one tick up is not a lot of move for me. I'd like 5 or 10 or 20 ticks at least. So BBRW, one tick. So I'm not looking at those. When I'm looking at the scanners, I'm looking at seeing how many ticks are moving. if it's going from trip 1s to trip 5s or 6s or trip 5s to 001 or something. I'm more interested in that than seeing a 33% move on just one tick. So from 2s to 3s or 3s to 4s. So anyway, a lot of small caps running today. And then ISPO here, really big move, up 42%. CARG, 44%. STRA, 20%. WFCF, 21. All these movers today, CSPI, AEIR, AERI, had a gap up. That really didn't run that much, 7 up here to 770. It did have a big gap pre-market. It moved pre-market. If you look at the pre-market action, it moved a little bit here. It basically right before the market opened, it ripped. It ripped from 640 up here to 690. Then the market opened here and then took off a little bit. ALF 63%. I think some of that was like 2-3 o'clock. It started going from $1.60 on up here to 290 after hours. CYRN, that one was going yesterday. Had a really big move yesterday from $2 on up to 675. I scalped that one yesterday twice. Made pretty good money on it. And after hours, it just went flat. Gapped up this morning, pulled back, had a nice little pop, and then it bottomed out here and had a nice little run again, about $1.50, $1.25 move. So small capper's been pretty good. The other one was CEI, not on the scanner. CEI, Camber Energy. That one had the other night had really nice move. I caught some of this move here. I think I only took 8,000 shares, but it had a nice little pop midday on the scanner. Then end of day, it went here 51, popped up to 64. Then it hits 66, and then right before the close, I thought it was going to do something. I just held overnight and sold this gap in the morning. Gapped on up here to 82 cents, ripped to $1, pulled right back. So that was just really quick-lived, really short-lived there. But if you guys want to learn how to follow these things, just let us know. Like I said, offthecharttrading.com, or follow us on Facebook at Off the Chart Trading. We'll get you set up if you want to learn more about trading. I know a lot of people have been having problems with work. Work's been slow for several people. Several people have been really busy. But if you're not working, if you're at work, whatever, if you want to make some extra money, if you want to try and do this as a career, if you want to learn something, just hit us up. Love seeing people be successful and love seeing people come in and learn and make money. So, all right. Yeah, you guys have a great weekend. Peace.